VMworld 2019 in San Francisco, and we stopped by to speak with Firemon. Can you tell me a little bit about the company and what you're showing here at VMworld?
Yes, glad you're having me here on the show. So my name is Ofer Elzam, I'm VP and General Manager at Firemon, and what we do is solve security policy management challenges at scale, which means if you have a large number of firewalls and usually with a mixed number of vendors in one environment, how to create an efficient policy across all your environments.
And how do you work together with VMware?
So we integrate with VMware predominantly with the NSX technologies, and what we can do is to fetch the security configurations and as well as networking configurations from multiple deployments of NSX as well as other firewall and network equipment, unify everything in one unified security policy in a category called NSPM, or Network Security Policy Management, and we do it at large scale. When we have those policies from those different locations, which also, by the way, expand into the cloud, we can then do a couple of things. One of them is optimization of the policy, make sure you don't have redundant rules. And as you know, in NSX environments, in many cases, if you have hundreds or thousands of rules, at some point you can get into performance issues. So optimization, rule recommendation for improving the security posture that you have, compliance checks, and the latest things that we also announced is our automation innovations that we have with our GPC, or Global Policy Controller product.
Oh, great. And so we've been asking people here at VMworld, if you had a crystal ball and you could see the future, where do you see the future of the industry going over the next 12 months?
So two things that I can say about the future, if I may predict. So the diversity of what I would call next generation architectures, which include expansion into different clouds and multi-cloud that our organization want to support, maturation of containers and container orchestration technologies and integration into the mainstream data center, integration of DevOps into the operation, and the biggest challenge that operations need, or engineering and DevOps need to deal with, is automation, because you cannot hire enough people, train people fast enough, and this is what we aim with our products, to help you focus, automate a lot of the mundane tasks that you normally would approve very quickly in a policy change management environment, and have your staff or teams work on high value initiatives, new products you're going to launch, and digital transformations.
And would it be possible for us to take a look at the product, maybe get a demo?
Sure, we'll have Josh demo the product right here.
What are we going to look at?
So at Firemon, what we do is network security policy management, which means we take your firewall policies and we're able to give you good insight and analysis across them. So with that, logically, the next step is that we take it to automate, to keep that cleaned up, compliant security policy you have across your enterprise. So what we're going to look at is one of our automation products where we're able to work with VMware and NSX to ensure that the policies that you want to build across your enterprise, that we're able to build those in NSX across your distributed firewall, your perimeter gateway, so on and so forth. So what we have here is a demo of the actual policy being built in the environment. So what you can see is that we have an abstracted policy where we build out tags to say we intend for some specific things to actually be built as a source or destination of the product. We see NSX here, policy being pushed into it. So here we are building a host where we're going to put in a new host that VMware will actually learn and know, because in our product we are going to be the authoritative source of objects across your network. That could either be a host object, a network object, a range of IPs, but either way we're going to be that authoritative source. We're going to create the object here. Once the object's created, once the policy is built, we'll see it actually push in to NSX into the distributed firewall, meaning that all the intent that you define with our product will be translated into NSX. So as you can see here, we have a managed section, a Firemon managed section in NSX. We can see that that section gets populated with rules as you define them. So we can see that all of the new source and destinations that we built into Firemon, they've been populated down into the rule that's been pushed into NSX, into the firewall here in NSX. Here's just an API showing you just a quick API call that we can use to show you how we're able to do this through our very robust API exposure. So this just allows you the ability to really have a free way of communicating back to our server and a good way of getting the information you need back from us. So here's our intent built out, showing you the complex logic that we can put into our source and destination, allowing you to have a wide variety of logic built into how you want to create the rule or the policy. So this just really shows how we are doing the network security policy management and growing with the industry. More so the fact that we're able to, as the industry grows and as the NSX exposure grows and VMware grows, we're going to grow with it in the industry. So yeah, that's a great start to what we do. There's obviously a lot more complexities involved, but this is a great start to how we're integrating with VMware, partnering with VMware to make the NSX deployment a lot smoother, a lot easier, and as it's hybrid from public cloud, private cloud, on-prem, all of this stuff we're going to implement, gain insight on, and then automate into.
And
so
where can they go if they want to find out more information about Firemon?
Yeah, you go to firemon.com, and on that you'll see a vast array of products. More importantly, our one of them being our automation product. So you'll be able to see that and how we integrate with NSX and a vast array of other products.
Great, thanks for taking the time to speak with VMblog.
Thank you.